Steve and Marlena force a lead out of Shane, and Xander overhears Stephanie and Philip at the worst moment. On today's Days of Our Lives, Steve and Marlena get to Washington, D.C. and go over their game plan in the hotel room. Steve's going to use his connections to get into the ISA building. In his office, Shane's avoiding a call from Teresa, who's trying to get info on John. He's talking about keeping something a secret when Marlena and Steve push their way in demanding answers. He's none too happy to see them, and after a few barbs about how they got in, he asks what they want. Marlena demands to know where John is, and Shane just repeats what he told her before. Steve demands to know what mission John was on. Shane insists he can't share mission info, but they push to know where he was last seen. They'll investigate themselves and bring John home. Marlena makes a personal plea and Shane relents, telling them John's handler lost him in Estonia. Teresa runs into Xander, but back in the Horton Square, Teresa runs into a very ticked-off Xander. He threatens to call the cops, but she tells him she's out of jail and paid her debt to society. "You haven't paid your debt to me," he growls. She admits kidnapping Victoria was wrong, but says in the end, he got everything he wanted, except that he has to share everything with Philip now. Teresa thinks she hit a nerve, but Xander insists that partnering with his brother has turned out great. Really, they bring out the best of each other, and unlike the letter Teresa forged, the one Philip has, is the real deal. About that, Xander. He snaps a few more things, then, just as he's storming off, Teresa tells him she's so sorry for getting mixed up with Constantine. Xander tells her to stay away from Maggie, Sarah and Victoria, and there's no problem. He leaves her to be ignored by her dad again as she tries calling. Stephanie has a nightmare about Joy. Stephanie gets up in the morning to find Alex waiting in her living room, only for Joy to show up at her front door, hugely pregnant and looking for her baby daddy. Stephanie wakes up with a gasp and a no. Alex assures her that Joy being pregnant is just a bad dream. They're both super relieved and agree that this would have screwed things up for everyone. Steph's so used to things going wrong, she feels like something's wrong when they go right. Alex breaks out some wisdom from Dr. Evans that reassures Stephanie, and they agree to focus on their future together. After some fun time, Steph remembers suddenly that she was supposed to meet with her mom and she's late. Also, shouldn't he get to Titan? Nah, he's in the inner circle, he has the privilege to do what he wants. Philip offers Joy advice. Joy goes over her pregnancy results in the Titan offices, but tries to hide them when Philip comes in. She says it's from a blood drive she just donated to. Philip then starts singing her praises for her incredible start. Thanks, but she's worried about causing trouble for Stephanie and Alex, which confuses Philip. She says she's just worried about her presence being a reminder to them that she and Alex once had a thing. She's already the town pariah from her almost fleeing with Johnny. Philip says both Alex and Johnny are the bad guys, and the burden isn't hers to carry. Well, actually, it is. Before she can say more, Philip encourages her to talk to Alex and get on the same page. He heads out to talk to his mom.